the short term, it's quite simple. Get the group out and play. There's no drastic changes that can occur in a couple of days or a couple of hours or even a couple of weeks. But over the course of time, you'll see a slightly different look, whether it's something tactical or, as was mentioned before, the effort's there, but everybody has more to offer. That'll be the goal, to see how much can be brought out of the player. As Peter mentioned before, I'll bring my stamp to it. The amount of time it takes to see that, I hope you see it on Saturday night with a win. Whether I can put that into words and tell you exactly what it's going to look and sound like is probably not accurate.
What kind of pacing do you want your team to play with?
There are times in the game where it warrants everything picking up tempo. And sometimes that means with the ball, sometimes that means without it. And we'll see that hopefully in the right moments in different waves and throughout the 90 minutes. That's the biggest challenge. Peter referenced it in the beginning. It's not a good day, but it's also a good day because there's two sides to every coin. And it's tough for both Paul and Jurgen because we spend more time together than we spend with our families. And we enjoy that time. And we wanted to win. And so, but like Peter, we all hold up our hands and say that it wasn't quite good enough, and we'll try to make it better. Being with Bob isn't something you put into a few words. You go to work every day with him, and he brings his aura to the table, and not everyone likes it. Some players thrive on it, other players perhaps struggle a little bit with some of the demands he puts on you. And I was privileged, as Peter mentioned. I got to spend 4 seasons with him, and that's just a lot of time and a lot of video sessions and a lot of game talk and a lot of talk about players in general, whether they were on other teams or your team. And you just take a lot of information and you hope to hold a lot of it so you can use it one day, and I'm hoping to use it. Yeah, we talk about trying to put words into things. You just come and listen. That's the best thing to do. You can sit there as a fan or even us as coaches, and the energy that comes from the, particularly the BYB, but then fills its way out through all the stands. It's fantastic, and I, like Peter and like everybody, have seen the players grasp it, but not help it lead to victory. And so the goal is how do we figure that part out? And as I said before, we'll get there. Today, if you're out at training, everyone finds out at 10 a.m. and at 10:30 we play soccer. What that looks like, maybe it has a faster step in it, maybe there's less words today, and it'll pick up over time. But hopefully there's just an energy that we haven't seen yet.
Any more questions for Tim?
Do you speak Portuguese?
Not yet.
Care to comment further?
Club speaks pretty good English. He may not say it to you, but we spoke today after training, and between a board, a pen, and some names, and a few broken sentences, we're doing just fine. In fact, I haven't had excessive conversations with Cleberson. So after 20 minutes today, I think we'll be just fine. When you're around people, what do you get? What you get from Kleb is years and years of experience that are really unmatched in our world. And that's why you go to the Raúls in New York and Marco Senna, and you talk about these guys. What do they bring to the NASL? What do they bring to our league, our team, Indy 11? The highest level, World Cups. You can go and watch all the games you want, but he's there, and he lived it. And so he's going to be able to bring that to players. And 10,000 people yelling is nice. I'd imagine a World Cup final is a little tougher.